You probably already think you know which tablet you'd pick. But stick around, by the end you might realize it's not the one you expected. The truth is, the best tablet depends on how you'll actually use it. And the studies point to 6 key deciding factors people think about when buying a tablet. We'll go through them one by one so you don't buy the wrong one. A 2022 report says nearly 60% of Americans stream video daily on non-TV devices at home. So yeah, the first thing to check is big screen media, and it matters more than you think. Both of these tablets give you 120 Hz screens and quad speakers with their own tuning for better sound. The Tab S11 Ultra is a bit bigger than the 13-inch iPad Pro, but the real difference is the aspect ratio. The S11 Ultra's 16:10 ratio gives you about 42% more video space than the iPad Pro's 4:3. Simply put, movies just look bigger on the S11 Ultra. The iPad Pro fights back on quality. Its new tandem OLED is very bright and uniform, and it supports Dolby Vision. The iPad Pro is also about 113 grams lighter. And yeah, try holding it one-handed on the couch. You'll feel it quick. Both have similar thickness and anti-reflective coatings to cut glare. But here's the interesting part. On iPad, you need the top-end variant for that finish. But in S11 Ultra, you'll get it on all. Last year, the Tab S10 Ultra still fell behind the iPad Pro in streaming tests even with a bigger battery. This year, Samsung bumped up the S11 Ultra's battery, so expect a noticeable jump. Honestly, that's a pretty good sign. The 2024 Academic Surveys report says 2/3 or more of note-takers now use digital tools in lectures. Both tablets are good for writing and reading, but the Tab S11 Ultra nails the day one experience. You get the S Pen in the box, so you're writing right away. No $130 add-on, like with the iPad Pro. And then Galaxy AI steps in with some genuinely useful tricks. Note Assist auto-formats messy notes into clean bullets. Transcript Assist turns voice into searchable text. Browser and PDF Assist can summarize and translate articles and documents in place. The AI keyboard can rewrite or change tone when you polish paragraphs. Add split screen and quick screen off memos, and suddenly the S11 Ultra feels like it was built for lectures and deep reading. To be fair, the iPad Pro still has elite apps, and Apple's system-wide writing tools are strong. But if your daily grind is handwriting, annotating, summarizing, and translating, the Tab S11 Ultra has the edge. For online lectures or meetings, both have one front-facing camera, and it does the job. A 2022 survey says a vast majority of people use a stylus for creative work, no matter the device. Both support pens, but which helps more? If you draw, sketch, or storyboard, the Tab S11 Ultra is the easiest start. The S Pen is included. The screen is big 14.6 inches and feels smooth. Samsung's Pen Tech has pressure and tilt, so shading and line weight feel natural. It has a lot of built-in tools too that really helps. It can turn handwriting into text. It can also tide messy notes. And even jump from rough sketch to a cleaner concept with AI. Now the iPad Pro with the Apple Pencil Pro is where things get fancy. Yes, you buy the pencil separately, but you get tricks artists love. Squeeze to open brushes, barrel roll to rotate nibs, haptics so tools feel real, and hover to preview a stroke before you touch glass. It snaps onto charge and just works. And the app lineup is unmatched. Procreate, Final Cut Pro, Logic Pro, Affinity. Great for deep, pro-level workflows. And here's one more creative bonus, the iPad Pro's LiDAR scanner. What you can scan rooms or objects and make quick 3D assets for concept art, sets, or product mockups. Very handy if you dabble in AR or 3D. The Tab S11 Ultra has multiple rear cameras that are good for photos and videos, but for versatility, the iPad Pro takes the crown. And honestly, that's impressive. Both sell keyboards separately. If you want a tablet that feels like a laptop most of the day, the Tab S11 Ultra is the easier switch. Turn on Samsung DeX and you get a desktop-style layout with a taskbar, overlapping windows, a proper cursor, and it even runs as a separate workspace on an external monitor. Pair it with the book cover keyboard, and it's basically Chromebook mode. One big win for Samsung, you still get micro SD card slot. It's a cheap way to add storage versus buying the top internal option. The trade-off? Android tablet apps are fine for documents, email, and light creative work. But at the very high end, some workflows still feel mobile. On the other side, the iPad Pro is a workstation beast. Samsung may offer more RAM in some base models, but Apple's M4 chip is crazy fast compared to the Dimensity 9400 Plus. Performance is just insane. You also get Thunderbolt/USB 4 for fast drives, clean 6K external display support, and that Pro app lineup: Final Cut Pro, Logic Pro, Procreate Affinity, plus the Magic Keyboard. But here's the catch: it's still iPad OS, not Mac OS. Stage Manager is way better than the old multitasking, yet it won't fully replace a desktop OS for heavy, multi-window power users. If your day is email, docs, lots of windows, and you like an external monitor as a true second screen, go Tab S11 Ultra for that PC-like feel. If your day is editing, design, audio, video, and you want the deepest creative apps with top-tier M4 speed, go iPad Pro and don't look back. Honestly, that combo is hard to beat. Both support controllers and can run AAA games. On iPad, the M4 has a 10-core GPU and hardware-accelerated ray tracing. In supported games, shadows and reflections get a real lift. The iPad's advantage is a library that actually taps this power. Plus, the M4 is a pure PC-style processor and is more powerful than MediaTek in every way. The Tab S11 Ultra is about scale and flexibility. You get a huge fast screen and modern graphics, great for cloud gaming and emulation, which is often easier on Android. And if you love widescreen games on a controller while on the couch, that 16:10 aspect can make many titles feel bigger than on the iPad Pro. For casual gaming, that's actually pretty sweet. Research shows tablet access among US teens is around 70%, and homes with children are more likely to own a tablet. The Tab S11 Ultra has better water and dust resistance than the iPad Pro, so it's more kid-proof. Samsung kids can lock the tablet into a safe launcher with time limits, whitelists, and activity reports. Because it's Android, you can add proper child profiles and manage the device with Google Family Link. The Tab S11 Ultra also supports multiple user profiles, which the iPad doesn't offer for personal use. The iPad M4, though, gives you the strongest parental controls toolkit. Screen time works across Apple devices. Set downtime, app limits, content and privacy rules, communication limits, and ask to buy for purchases, all from your phone. You also get sensitive content warning and communication safety that blur suspected photos or videos by default for child accounts. At the end of the day, it depends on the ecosystem you're locked into, and which of these factors matter most. The Tab S11 Ultra starts about $100 cheaper than the iPad Pro. And remember, you'll pay $129 extra for the Apple Pencil, while the S Pen is free with Samsung. The Tab S11 Ultra feels fast enough in real life, and it gives you the biggest display with that better aspect ratio. But if you want the best of the best, display quality, fastest speed, and the strongest ecosystem, the iPad Pro is more than the Tab S11 Ultra. Yeah, it's pricey, but it absolutely delivers. If you're still here, like the video. It costs nothing and really helps. This is Techtics, and I'll see you in the next one.